Let's get straight into the VOD review. So 3.8k main tank is what you said, my friend, and ranked. So let's get into it. Why don't we?
was really weird.
So on Oasis. Dude, why is every VOD review I do on freaking Oasis?
Watched it this time.
It's just Winston?
Because my
Okay.
sleeping pattern was really
Dude, I've reviewed like Oasis 10 times already.
players in my games, maybe, because I'm queuing it this time.
I have to do this.
Hello.
Put this guy over here. Doing ranked. What's wrong with duo? I like it. First of all, you're checking this guy's seasons and shit. I want, but
But yeah, it's really weird.
will be
Like,
gone
I
soon.
really liked performance-based.
What do you mean? You have a VOD for right now? Give me. We
Whenever I
can
use
put
it,
yours in after. I don't think Battle X mind that much.
Saya
Could
and
be a bit
stuff,
later.
Like I can carry pretty hard on Saya. Like I know it's not a lot of games on here, like 7 games, but
Guess Stitch
for
can
me,
carry hard
it's
on Zarya.
like,
It's good
my
to know.
stats are pretty good too.
Let's fast forward a bit till the game starts. There you go. Okay, what's your comp? I saw Genji, Ana, Monkey, D.Va. I'll stream the same. Oh, I gotcha. Okay, so wait, what? Let me check that again. What did you play? Press shift, tab. Okay, Soldier, Genji are your DPS. Okay. So you, this lineup allows you to play for dive with this guy. It's basically you play 4-2 split with this setup, which is your Monkey and Genji should look for backline dives to make space, while these 4 people are playing together, except this guy, not this guy, and Monkey. These 2 and these 4 play together. That's how it usually goes in a perfect world, where you set up for, like, they have to do something about your Soldier, and you jump their backline with the Genji. That's how you want to play this. Sort of very Pepega. Is that Tear? Popped up when we played. We won like 6 or 7 games in a row. Okay. Let's see.
Going on high ground.
Yeah.
There as well.
I think it's good, yeah, go on.
I got knocked off.
Ooh.
I'm jumping up again.
Going high ground here is good.
I think it's good, yeah.
I like to, for me personally, I like to go on this high ground first, because it gives you more cover in case you go up here and there's a, I don't know, if they have like a Pharah shooting you from here. I mean, you see they don't have a Pharah, but I like to jump here first because of cover. But you can jump up here, especially if you have Genji, because you can get up here. One problem up here is your Soldier and your backline can't really help at the beginning. If you jump up here, your backline can still help you and your Soldier. So I like this one better, but this one's not bad. Do we get our Soldier up there? Yeah, that's fine. If that's your goal, that's fine.
Jumping now.
Okay, you got the high ground control now.
Knocked off again.
Wait, who's knocking you off? I can't even see. But he's saying knocked off, so I believe you get knocked off.
One's into there, one's into there.
If that happens a lot, we get knocked off, try to, like, you're jumping the corner every time. If
Jumping
you
up
look,
again into it.
Keep going.
like, look right here where you land. This is such an easy knockoff because you literally end on the edge of it. Try to land a bit more centered, so it's harder for them to knock you off. Fucking D.Va. Oh yeah, D.Va boop is crazy.
I need help on fire. If you can.
You're making actually perfect amount of space right now at the edge of dying. D.Va is chasing you, that's good.
One's inside.
Walk back in, nice.
I'm marked.
The heck is rough because you just had your bubble back up.
Yeah, I'm dead.
Ooh, yeah, that's the heck.
PF me, Mercy, Anna.
One's inside.
So right here, if this happens, I think you jump her because your bubble's coming up. See, you die here because they get their bubble back up and you don't get it. This hack is so important because with that bubble, there's no way your team will ever die. So I think what you do here, because you just killed someone, I don't know who you killed, but someone died on this high ground fight. I think you jump this just to stop the hack, because you need that bubble to go through. Either that, or you have to disengage super far, like all the way out of point, because otherwise you die. Is what happened. The hack, another Winston bubble, so you get no heals. Yeah, like if you don't jump this and stop the hack, you have to get all the way back because she's gonna get the hack off, and there's still a chance that you die. So I think you have to jump this in order to get this bubble through. Now, one thing, if you know they have a Sombra, you always have to look out for that. I mean, you have your jump up. If you react to it properly, you can jump that. You're not really in danger of dying too hard, especially if your D.Va follows up. The only one that can really damage you is Winston. And Winston going for 400 HP takes quite a lot of time. So, and especially if you have your self bubble up in a sec as well. So there's not really like a high chance of you feeding for it. And even if you die for it, all of these clowns will turn this way to shoot you. And your team can walk in and trade that off at least. But right now, getting hacked here without cancelling it or without getting your bubble off, that is fight losing, because you lose 900 HP of shield. Or 600, I can't remember how much it is. Every time I see the VOD reviews, it triggers me to play main tank.
What's his killable?
Yeah, right here. Look right here, you lose all of the space. Their diva comes from this way. If you jump here and bubble this, their diva will have to look this way. Your Genji can stay here instead of having to back off as well. You don't have to back off. Their monkey will turn this way. Like everyone will turn this way towards you because you jumped in. And they can all follow up and at least trade you off. Right now, because of the no bubble, you're fucked. Now, if you didn't have bubble, here's the thing. If you did not have bubble, like let's say you just used it, or it's on like an, I don't know, 8-second cooldown, you have to disengage all the way. I don't think you jump in. But since your bubble's coming back up, you need this cooldown. You need this cooldown to be up.
They got diva bombs so fast.
Keep diva bomb, that's whatever.
I think that's up with me.
Just regroup.
Have a look at me all the time when I'm...
We have an underblade soon. They're gonna have the MP. They use diva bomb. They might have
See, where do you
soon.
regroup? Oh, your Genji just died, you have to wait. That is quite far, soldier. What?
I can jump in.
Okay, that is usually you don't want to regroup in here because it's 5v6, and if they hard commit with their Winston here, you should die, but for some reason they just leave their Winston to die. Trip too hard.
5.
What? Hey, NTB.
Then where's the boss?
Hello.
First in the recall.
It's Masters.
Jumping, yeah,
Oh, I
no, back
guess.
left. I'm jumping now.
Okay, I like the call. Are you calling that in-game? You are. Okay.
Anna's one.
Good call.
Nice.
It's
One
good
diva.
dive. There's really good dive. You see their Anna is super far out of position. Like their monkey died. They have no more front line. And look at what their diva is doing. She's like, yeah, I'm getting the fuck out of here. And then all this space is free. So yeah, their diva fucks up here. You capitalize on it perfectly. They should either. So if you're in the situation where your main tank dies, you're 5v6, you should get your backline all the way back here and leave your diva somewhere on one of these sides and just block the entrance way and just try to heal the diva back up.
Jumping, yeah, no, back
Any
left.
smaller jet hit, Peter. This dive, like why? She's cornering herself even. I think she doesn't know the map or something. She's running into this wall. But the dive is perfect.
Anna's one.
It's a good
Nice.
target.
One diva.
Now they're kind of fucked. You just have to watch out for EMP now if she has it too. Good jump in. Good pressure.
No, I...
Why would we blade there?
Pressure's low. Pressure's one. Nice. There's a diva on
I don't
high
think that blade was necessary, but
ground. Okay, one yes, primo. Nice. There's a diva on high
whatever.
ground,
I mean,
so- She's out.
you have to. Okay, admittedly, this point is hard to cap because you can stall forever. So using blade to cap fast, not the worst thing, but I don't think the blade was good. Thought she'd recall where I jumped. Ah, it's okay. That happens.
Which is one. Nice.
Yeah, it's fine now. Now call dev EMP. Set up for EMP right now. You know they're gonna have an
You can
EMP.
farm your visor really fast. We can nano visor. I can shoot, yeah. I'm shooting now. Okay.
And what are you shielding? That bubble. That bubble, you do it if they play Widow or Hanzo or Pharah maybe to poke. But look at these guys. He's not in danger of dying from anything. The bubble doesn't do anything. Like if they have something that can kill you from range, that bubble's good. But he had the cooldown. What? What do you mean he had the cooldown? That cooldown could be used better. Like you can start down here, which gives more space to soldier. If you don't keep this, if you keep this bubble right here and you start down here and bubble here, this gives more space to the soldier in this bubble because they will have to focus you down here first, and your soldier can shoot from up there down there for free. Press the button. Yeah, don't. No, always immediately use cooldown re. Yeah, always. I gotta go work a little bit. So yeah, I thank you for hanging out, dummy.
Nice, sleepy. One Lucio, Lucio's low, Lucio's low.
Yeah, go on Lucio. It's a good
Nice.
call. You trade 2v1. There's somebody's
now with
dead already. You're even now.
Nice.
The speed is unnecessary.
We need to get minutes.
I'm on the diva. She has bomb maybe. Diva's on high ground. Press in a post.
The knife was good. You literally just peeled for your soldier this fight, which is fine because you didn't have blade anyways. But okay, one thing. Their Lucio fucks up here by going up here for no reason.
Nice, sleepy. One Lucio, Lucio's.
See, this guy up here, he's giving you a good target for free. If you're nanoed here and only their tanks come up here, you have to make a decision. Either you think it's better to peel for this guy with nano and just fuck up their tanks completely, or you drop down here to stop the heals. Now, I would usually drop down here because you play with Genji, and this gives Genji an opportunity as well. Genji doesn't want to fight a monkey. It's probably the worst target he can fight because he will take way too much damage. His deflect doesn't work against it, and monkey tracks him perfectly, right? So I would generally jump down here if this guy doesn't fuck up, but since this guy is like, hey, kill me, sure, take it. So that's fine.
Nice.
The speed was not good, but that's not your fault.
I'm on the diva. She has bomb maybe?
Right here, don't jump her like that. You should walk into her.
I'm on the diva.
Because you don't know if she has flight. Now you get fucked because she has flight. So what you want to do is you want to walk up, especially mid-fight, and especially if you have the point. You're not in any... Like, you don't have to play this fight fast. All you have to do is win the fight. So walk up to her and zap her ass. She's already out of armor, so you can literally zap her for full damage. And then when she uses shift away, you jump after her. Because right now she uses shift, and then you're lost. You're stranded in nowhere, right? You're useless now because you use shift.
Press in a post. Diva 1.
And now you can zap again because you didn't land on high ground. I don't know why. I don't know why she's diva bombing even. Oh! Wait, who booped you, Lucio? Oh my god! That was so lucky. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Ballsy. Dude, you got booped through the bubble, through the diva bomb. What the fuck? Anyways, don't jump that diva there because she has shift up. Setting up high ground here, that's fine. I generally would like you to start whenever you play something. Enemy Lucy Pepe. I mean, he had a good try. So whenever you have something that can shoot from long distance, like Soldier, Widow, Hanzo, anything, whenever you have point control, you want to set up in a way that the enemy team has to go through you first before they can reach the high ground, right? Because if you start right here and they jump up with Monkey Diva, they don't have to kill you. All they do is contest you, and they can get their backline in position back here or something, or they can come this way, or they can play behind point, and you have to do something. But like every time you stand next to your backline, it's super easy for their front line to contest you because they literally have to jump here and they not have to go through you. Because what happens is if you start down here and their tanks jump up here, you have a free entrance to their backline, right? So they will have to force you out first. Otherwise, you're the guy where they're like, oh my god, this monkey is always in our backline and we're just dying. No one's peeling the monkey. Hey, Toxic Fox. So if they jump up here, you go on their backline here. So try to start down there. It's free because you zapping a monkey and a diva up here is not high value. It's not a lot of damage. Your soldier, Anna, Lucio, whatever the heck, diva should take care of that. They deal, all of these heroes deal way more damage and peel way better than you. Your job is to make sure that the Anna can't heal up here, or whoever the fuck is their backline. If their Anna can heal up here, you'll get contested forever because their Anna can shoot their monkey and their diva up here. But if you contest their Anna down here, the tanks up here have no backup, so they have to get the fuck off once they got hit. I see. What do you mean mid-tournament game? I have a tournament with finish team later. Big tourney incoming? Maybe. So start down here whenever you have a strong backline, like Soldier, something where Zen is really strong, like Zen with Brig, or you have a Widow, or you have a Hanzo, anything that can deal damage from range. Make sure you start close, like obviously an LOS of your team, because if they fight you, you want your team to help you from up here. So don't start in here. It's stupid because then you just feed for free, right? You start here. If they jump up, you go on backline. If they fight you, you take that fight because you will have more damage here with your soldier. So yeah, start down there if you can.
I'll probably one you guys there. They're gonna beat them maybe.
Just look right here. You give them this entrance for free or this entrance for free where they can jump up here for free. And you give them space for no reason here.
They're going around. The Diva's on the mega behind. Once it's there.
Now if you have Sombra Tracer, don't start close. If you have some, okay, here's the difference. If you have Sombra Tracer, you want to start up here because then what you want to do. Wait, let me go back a bit. I'm just gonna get this point across real quick. Okay, if you have Sombra Tracer, you want to start up here because with Sombra Tracer you don't want to show. If you have flankers, your flankers, like Tracer should hide here, Sombra can go invis anywhere and just mirror their movement. And then there's your Sombra is calling, they're going this way. So your Tracer sets up here, and as soon as they walk out of this choke, you commit in there. Because then you can go on their backline, right? So they walk out of this choke, you commit here. As at the choke gate. But so you wanna, with flankers, as main tank you wanna hide, because then they don't know where you're gonna jump them from. and your DPS scout, and then you commit as soon as there's an opportunity for you to kill them. If you play with something that pokes, you want to poke as early as possible because then they take most damage, right? They can't. If the monkey is half when he reaches here, there's no way he jumps up here, and there's any threat. So if you have any kind of poke, you fight early. If you have flankers, you set up traps where you just hide, let your DPS scout, and as soon as there's opportunity, you jump in with them. That's how you want to play it. Let's see what happens.
They're going around. D.Va's on the mega behind.
D.Va going mega.
Yeah, I'm bubbling. D.Va mech is half.
I look, this bubble is fine.
Well,
It's
there's
not
no-
terrible,
there's
but
no-
it would be better to stop their Ana or whatever the fuck their backline healers.
Nice.
Now, one thing, if their monkey jumps too early and he's just feeding, you can jump him as well. But
You do good sleep, but you can.
I would like it more if you could test their Ana early, or their monkey early before you can jump your soldier. Because you might have to use bubble, and then your soldier is free.
Yeah, D.Va mech is half. I need heals.
D.Va is...
They're just gonna kill me.
Yeah, that's not the target. Wait, let me see. Was there another target? You had your bubble here. Right here. This jump's fine, you don't know what's behind it. You may be trying to get lucky with the jump here, but as soon as you see this fucker, get back. Get into your bubble, dude. That's not a 1v1 you want to take. This guy hurts.
Yeah, D.Va mech is half. I need heals on point if you can. They're just gonna kill me.
Yeah, that guy hurts. Don't take that 1v1.
D.Va mech is really low. D.Va mech is really fucking low. Like half HP. Up here now, up here now.
What's that EMP?
Only
The
Lucio.
EMP is terrible. Thought I could get her out of mech. Well,
We have nanoblades soon.
even if you could, you're gonna live with like 50 HP. That's not worth it. If you're full HP, like let's say their D.Va is just sitting here, but you're up a couple. Even if she stays there, you're full HP here. If they come back with someone, you can jump that guy with full HP, and the rest of your team can take care of this clown right here. Because he will have to stay point because of overtime. Stitch Maintank. What do you mean? He's playing pretty good.
It's winnable, it's winnable. Pressure's out.
Pull
Pressure's
it.
one. Nice, it's winnable.
That's actually really good. I like that you're pressuring the Tracer here. Because
It's winnable, it's winnable.
one thing in overtime fights, Tracer... wait, I play Zarya and Hawk mostly. That's fine. Your monkey is fine. It's not bad. Pressuring Tracer here is a lot of value. Because in overtime fights, this hero is one of the best heroes to get value in scrappy fights and in overtime fights. Because this hero has so much mobility and so much damage, and if you don't peel her, she's gonna kill and destroy your backline. She is so much value in these fights. So you pressuring her, like I don't know if she's recall up and she just fucks up here. I think she does, because otherwise why is she looking this way?
Pressure's out. Pressure's
So
out.
you pressuring her and forcing recall, just forcing the recall, not even killing her, is really good here, because that gives so much, that relieves so much pressure from your backline. It's good. I was just filling these games out of
Nice,
nowhere.
Winnable, winnable, winnable.
It's fine. Okay, let's see right here. That's a good jump. That's what I like to see. That's what a lot of good monkeys do to peel. When they're low, they jump up on the high ground. It's a really good jump. Very good. Like they focus you, the Sombra focus you, you jump up, and he's like, ugh, what do I shoot now? And maybe she does the wrong decision, you know? It's a good jump.
They use B, it's fine.
This jump is not good. It's too deep. Well, you do have Primal, I guess. Okay, never mind. I didn't see you had Primal. The jump's fine. If you didn't have Primal here,
They use B, it's fine.
this jump would be your death sentence right here. But I think you're lining up the Primal so you can push him this way, so it's fine. Now, if you want to do this, if that's your plan, you jump here and you want to Primal them back, Primal right away. Because what happens is this guy will peel to the side and you can't push him anymore. If you Primal right away, you can push the Lucio into your team and he should be a free kill. It's too deep, Gachi base. Yeah. Okay, Primal with Blade is not the best combo, but that happens. Yeah, pushing the D.Va out of the way, that's good.
Holy fuck.
That's fine. Okay, overall, that's fine. One thing, if you play with a poke hero, start close so they can't reach your backline immediately. Don't take a 1v1 with this clown. It's not good, unless he's literally super low HP and you can get him out of mech. But most of the time, it's not worth it. Like, it's... Okay, here's the thing. If you have people that follow up with you on that D.Va, then it's fine. But don't take a 1v1 with him. That's not good. Even if you're full and he's half, you will maybe barely win it. And it's not worth it. And then she's a baby D.Va, and you can't take that fight anymore with 50 HP with a baby D.Va. It's amazing I can never track Lucius. I need to punch more with Winston.
Like really fucking depressed
Oh,
and shit, like-
one tech, are you jumping with melee? Like as soon as you land, you melee? Because that's That's a good tech you can do with Winston to get some extra burst on squishies. So you jump, you zap midair, and as soon as you land, you press melee button. Sometimes, yeah, it's pretty good. Assert dominance on every diva seems good.
Sorry if it's annoying.
You're playing Genji Soldier again. Let's see. You're 16 and 2, dude. You're actually popping. Like with Monkey especially. Monkey, like all of these heroes, this guy, Tracer, those kind of heroes, the longer you stay alive, the more value you get. Because mid-fight, most people will be out of armor, unless it's like a stomp fight, but then you can't win anyways. But if it's a scrappy fight, the longer the fight, the more people will be out of armor, the more damage you will deal with Monkey. And more bubbles you get up, more damage blocked. So this hero, the longer you stay alive, the better it is for fights. So you died only twice, and I think one of the only the first time was bad. That's where you got hacked. I think the second time I can't remember. Oh, you took the one. No, never mind. Both times were avoidable, Stitch. So actually, if you played it perfectly, you would have died 0 times here. If you jumped at Sombra, okay, maybe you would have died if you jumped at Sombra, but you would have won the fight, I think. And then the one we went to do was just bad. Only twice, only 2 times too much. You can't really juggle that well. Well, juggling takes a little bit of practice. I'm a feeder. No, you played really well.
I think this is good.
Like your positioning, naturally as a Winston, you want to set up on high grounds. That's like the how do you say that? Intuitional? I don't know if that's a word, but you set up on high ground because that's like what comes to your mind when you play Winston. You want to set up on high grounds, which is true. But if you have the point, if you have the objective and you want to defend the objective, it's a special case where you want to poke early, so you want to hold their front line at a corner so this guy can shoot for free. That was the only thing. But generally, setting up on high ground is the right call. Hey, Sly.
Yeah, we can go left.
Intuitive?
Side,
Thank you.
Left like corridor and go. Yeah.
A little bit of practice. Oh yeah, I don't know. It's just something you have to get used to. Because it's very different from any other mechanic in the game. My favorite German dude. I'm good. I'm just doing board reviews, Sly. Okay, walk in here is fine. Now, generally, wait, what do you have? I think you're playing Genji Soldier again, right? Generally, I like to walk through main with Monkey, because this jump is usually better than this jump. Because if you jump from here, they can still shoot you from here. But if they come from here and you jump here, you have all the cover from this. And if you go main, you're too fast. So I like to go from main as more. Also, you scout your way faster. So I like to go this way as well. Like right now, you're here and you don't know what they have. So you don't know if you want to jump up here or not. Like if they have something like a Pharah, or they have I don't know what they could have. If they have like a, what could they have? They have like a bunker comp in here. You don't really want to jump up here. You want to walk maybe and then walk behind. So I don't know. I would like to go here and then scout first to see what they have, and then you can make a decision if you want to jump up here or not. So I like to do that. Symmetra. Wait, what?
They're going point too. Come high ground. Come high ground.
Good things for asking. God, Dave.
One Winston.
Also, right here. Generally, hello. Generally, you want to be the second Winston to jump up here, because if their Winston jumps up here and you land on his head, he loses almost all of his armor because of the jump pack damage here. So you want to be the second guy. Now you walk up here, which is okay.
Try diva BP off, speaker. One Winston.
But as soon as this happens, one thing you can do, as soon as he jumps, wait, I'll show you.
Come high ground. Come high ground.
Now you don't have to do this. He jumps into 6 people of you, so you don't have to do this. But generally what you can do is, he jumps in first, so you do a high jump, super high, and then you land on his head again. That's one thing you can do. Now it's not necessary, because he just jumps into 6 people of you, but it's just some tech you can do if you want. Jump into 6, he did. So that's some tech you can do. If he jumps if he jumps first, but he tries to jump on you, you do a high jump, dodge his damage, and land on his head and do damage to him.
One Winston.
Something you can do. Oh my god, like look right here, you're already out of armor because he jumped up there. But since your entire team walked high ground and their entire team is jerking off down here, it doesn't matter.
Winston loses one, he's purple, nice.
So it's fine. What? Okay, that is unfortunate.
The mech is low. The has a mech.
Yeah, that is rough. So generally, I would like you to go from main, scout what they have, and then jump the high ground maybe. And not go from through halls, especially Monkey in halls. Monkey in halls, you restrict your own movement if you go through halls. It's not somewhere you want to be. Because if you like, if for some reason, I don't know what happened, but maybe their Widow jumps main early and headshots you, you're stuck in these fucking halls until you're healed back up and you can't go anywhere. I don't like it. So go for main on this map. Never go, like, also these rooms, they're very bad for Monkey because look at the height of this room. You need no skybox with Monkey. That's what you need. So, I mean, you're down here because you want to get the fuck out, so it's fine. I'm not blaming you for this move, but don't go through halls if you don't have to. You can do it sometimes if you want to pull a fast one on them, or literally rush through halls and jump the high ground. But generally, you want to go from main, or I don't know, even from below here if you want to be sneaky. I don't know, but I don't like going through halls as Monkey. That's a good jump. Diana's out of position. That's a decent trade. They might make it winnable.
Go Winston.
That was a good reset you did. You went down there to reset. They were like, "Oh, their monkey's like." They're like, "Hey, I can't see their monkey anymore. He's probably gone." And then their Anash is here, and you just get her. That was good. Turning a win for review.
Nice.
Nothing wrong with that. There's some mistakes you can analyze. So one, but it was really close. 99-99. Oh boy. Ooh.
I need it was really bad.
That's good though. Even if you die, you want to get this bubble out so your team can maybe play around it. And if you don't bubble, you die anyways because you can shoot you while you're stuck. Good bubble.
Trust is still half HP.
There's not much you can do about this stick. She hits the stick.
I shouldn't have let her stick me in.
That's just it.
Fucking stick, man.
Epic Pay got here? What do you mean? If she hits the poles, she hits the poles.
I mean, trust about. Fuck. What Trista just popped out.
Why you spoiler? You didn't know the exact measure, so it doesn't seem wrong to do so. Wait, what? What are we talking about? Hey, don't go through halls here. No! It's so easy to get stuffed here as well. Like, let's say... Oh, okay, you found that kid.
Someone's there.
That's a terrible EMP.
Just wait, come back. Give us all.
There's a dog shit EMP. For all of you Sombra players, don't EMP in here. You wait until the enemy team walks here, and as soon as they walk out of the choke, that's when you EMP. What is this? Ah. Hey guys, I hit 6 people with my EMP, how are they not dead? Well, maybe because they're around 5 walls, you forehead. God damn it.
Nice. They can have Dibbo on next phase. Come high ground if you can.
Like if you want to set up your MP badly in here because you know you get 6 people, tell your front line to set up here at this corner so they can jump in there. Okay, don't just... Oh my god. It's like probably can hear the enemy voice comes in.
I have my prime on next phase.
You know exactly, like, guys, how do we loot this? We EP 6. I'm over it, I can't carry more. What a joke, dude. I did see here again, Stitch. Your soldiers up here, stuff here, and if they walk through here, stuff here. So they have to make decision. Hey, we jump past that monkey up here, you walk onto their backline. Their backline's useless. Hey, we jump up here, you walk in here, bubble here, their backline's useless. If they force you out here, your entire backline can shoot them here, and their backline, they can't do anything from in here. So you will have the advantage no matter what. Okay, so stuff one of these doors if you play soldier. So somebody that pull that shit on ranked games, fuck off.
I can bubble it.
Okay, you traded 1v1. Dude, you're Anna. The bubble was fine.
It's playable.
Generally, don't stare at that diva bomb though. Like right here, you could be more useful. Okay, she diva bombs. You see that? You bubble. Drop down now, dude. Why are you looking at that thing? Like even if you fuck up that bubble, there's no other play you can make. Just walk in and shoot someone. Don't look at that thing. If you die to it, whatever, it happens. Like there's nothing else you could have done anyways than bubble it, right?
Lucio's one.
That's a good target call. Lucio 1. Who you on? I mean, okay, during Primal, not talking, maybe you're super focused, I don't know.
I'm hacked, I can't do anymore.
Yeah, classic thing. I do that too sometimes, but if you ever play against a Sombra on your Primal, you have to jump the fucking Sombra first, because if you get hacked, you're literally just feeding 1000 HP, and it's so fucking stupid. I hate Sombra. Look at the bomb, it's so beautiful. Yeah, so, I don't know, I mean, you didn't see her, I think she just came back or something, or I don't know where she was, maybe she was invis. But if you Primal against the Sombra, you always have to force out the Sombra first, which is so fucking annoying. It's absolute cancer.
Yeah, I took a lot.
Because also, the problem with this is like, if they play Ana and Sombra, you have to jump the Sombra first, and then there's a good chance that you get slapped and hacked anyways. It's just...
It's okay.
Playing against Ana Sombra is probably the worst. It's more fun playing against Brig.
I think our Ana should have played really closely. They have no mech right now. We can just
You said
jump
it.
Oh, never mind.
Yes, we all died and I primal to stall, that's fine. You can do that on Koth. Koth is one of the points where you can do that, and it's fine. If you get like 10% out of it.
I'm jumping the Ana. Jumping now. I'm sleeping. They wake me up.
Yeah, that... One sec. That's when you're greedy and you think their Ana is terrible. Right here, you get nanoed. You want to jump their Ana, that's fine.
Ana's back right.
But since you're a bit too far, you're a bit too far here. So you have to do like a higher jump. So what you want to do is, you want to walk till maybe middle of this pillar, and then jump. Because then either she goes this way, and she doesn't have a good angle, or she stays there, and you can do a small jump, land in front of her, and block the sleep with the bubble. Or you tell your diva to follow up on it, and then you can do that jump if you matrix it. But you're a bit too far for the jump, so he gets an easy sleep. The first time I played Winston, probably months, by the way. Yeah, it's pretty good actually. Like, you understand the concept of it, which is good. Terrible EMP again. She solo EMP'd you while your bubble was already gone. What? 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 By the way, counter diving here, like peel diving is fine, because they're on your backline and you already got slapped and their Ana is already... I can't remember, did you kill her or she's out? But one of the things happened, so... Them fighting here, they'll fight without their Ana no matter what. So, peel diving here is good, but I don't know what the fuck their Sombra is doing. You should literally just say, hey! Kill me!
I got Sombra. I have to get out, sorry. Fuck.
We get the make, that's fine, that's fine. Fast.
Fuck.
Okay, let's see, they used the MP.
They have no mech, do you? They have no diva next man. I can't.
Okay, let's see what you do again here. No, they... What did they play? They play Sombra Tracer still.
If you can. Tracer's behind, yeah. Tracer's on the
There is
recall
good
behind.
pressure.
I'm hacked. They're gonna farm me. I'm dead.
Let's go back here.
If you can.
Now, generally, pressuring Tracer against your lineup is not the worst because you have a... What did you have? You have a McCree here? What the fuck? Why does he look like a fucking frog here right now? But you have a McCree, so getting the Tracer away from your McCree is generally not bad because that means he's free to shoot whatever the fuck he wants. So you tracking this Tracer here and zapping her and forcing recall is fine. Now, right here, you should probably go into the point and get your bubble down somewhere to protect your team. Now, you do get hacked and you didn't see it because she's right behind you. It's a good setup by them because I think the Sombra's baiting her Tracer right now, which is not bad. So the hack they're doing is actually pretty good. It's a pretty good play. Like, there's not much you can do if you choose to stay here and fight the Tracer, but you killing that Tracer here is pretty unlikely unless she fucks up. I don't know, I think she did use 3 blinks, so it's not that terrible to decide to go for her because she did use 3 blinks and recalls, so you will have 1 blink back up. So you can actually kill her because she fucked up her blinks. Now, it's just a good setup by them, so don't worry about this death too much. It's just a good setup by them. Now, one thing also, I mean, that bubble here is terrible if you put it down here because it literally only protects you, so I don't know. It's against Sombra. Sombra is a little bitch. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think this is fine right here. She wastes recall. You see her. Did she blink 3 times? You blinked 3 times. This is not a bad call to chase her either. You have a macro for that? Or what? For what? Oh, for the emote. It's just, you have to get your bubble out somehow. Even if it's just here. I know why you didn't want to do it. Because it's not a good bubble at that corner. Because it only protects you. I don't know, I don't blame you for that one. That one's fine.
Nice. If we lose one more, probably.
Yeah, don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. You don't save that primal until next round.
I don't think
if you think it's not winnable, or if you think it's close. Like, I don't know, if you think it's close, and it might still tip their way, use that primal. Better safe than sorry. That's fine. But if you think it's already won, don't use it. Progi doesn't blame you, I do. Didn't even need to primal. Yeah, but you better be safe than sorry. Imagine their tracers clutching somehow and you're not there, and you could have won that if you primaled earlier, and then they come back and then you're in a 1v3 with primal. You're not gonna win that one. So using that primal there, that's fine. Now obviously you would like to keep it, but it's not terrible. Right here, this is fine so far. No one in this team is tracking this EMP, dude. Someone has to track it. Like, that's the only thing. If nothing else, track EMP, because EMP is the one ult where you're like, well, if we're stacked up, we just auto lose, right? So make sure you call EMP. That's the only thing you want to call. Hey, Gia. Is that Citra main tank? It is.
I'm on the Lucio in the back.
Dude, this Lucio likes to feed a lot. How'd you die there? Were you still hacked? Okay, you're hacked here. Beat is really good. Okay, you're still hacked. Yeah, okay, you're still hacked. Okay. Nothing you can do. The corner you play is fine. Generally, you have cover here, so that's fine. You might want to look towards them so you know where they're shooting you from and dodge accordingly just to stay alive, but generally the position was good there. You had cover, beat got off. That was fine.
Nice.
You should fit the sombrero. Okay, so
I'm on Lucio. Lucio's out. Lucio's one.
dude, you don't like this Lucio, man. But that's fine, because the Lucio is also overextending a lot.
Give back his half. Winston's half. Winston's one. Nice.
Yeah, that's fine. Generally, Diva Mech is half. She was full HP, you absolute forehead. Look at this. She has armor here. Yellow is armor.
Give back his half.
It's not! Stitch! It's not half!
Winston's half. Winston's one. Nice.
Okay, Winston, jump. You rather jump the Winston there than the Diva. Diva Mech is half. Now it's half! Brother! Oh my god. Okay, so one thing in general. Let's finish this map first. Okay, so one thing in general. Dude, I calculated the bomb that song Winston would hit the. I see. So one thing in general, whenever you play against the Sombra, especially as Monkey, if you have your bubbles still up, you have to be very careful with your movement that you don't go anywhere near the Sombra before you can make use of your bubble. Because if you get hacked before bubble, you're fucked. Or your team's fucked. Like, you can't play anywhere. Because they will pressure you out, then after you can't even bubble to save yourself, because their monkey damage will be enough to kill you. So, whenever you play against a Sombra, you have to be absolutely aware of that their Sombra could be right next to me right now. So be ready to react fast, with turning around and zapping her, and using your bubble to block the hack as well. Like, it's better to use bubble just for yourself, and force the Sombra out, than not using it and dying. So that's one thing. Try to focus their Sombra a bit more as Winston, so she can't hack you. And you make sure you get your bubble out mid-fights. Now, the biggest mistakes you did were, if you play with poke, stuff corners, don't let them walk in for free. Okay? That's one of the biggest things. If you're monkey and you play anything with poke, you have more poke. Like, that's the thing. If you have more poke, if you have the slower comp, which is, you have soldier with Genji, you have one flanker. They have Sombra Tracer, they have two flankers. So you have the slower lineup for sure, because you can poke from far away, they can't, right? So what you do is, you stuff corners. If they jump your backline, you walk into their backline, they're useless. And your backline should be fine dealing with them. Same with this way. Stuff there. Intercept their front line from jumping your backline, if you have the slower lineup. And other than that, don't 1v1 divas. Generally, your movement was fine. Like, you choose the right targets mid-fight. You jump Lucio. Sometimes Lucio is not the greatest target, but this clown was overextending 24/7, so he's a good target. You jumped their Anna whenever she was out of position. That was good. Now, one thing, you call the diva a little bit too much. Like, if someone wants to focus the diva, it shouldn't be your monkey. Unless she's literally, like, super low. Yellow equals calling out X, Y, Z1. Focus on backlines of just sitting on high ground like a bot. Well, you want to sit on high ground if you have flankers. If you have flankers, you want to set up traps, which means, like, you hide. If you have flankers, you hide as monkey, so they don't know where the jump's coming from. Like, for example, you can hide in this mega room. which is super aggressive position, and your Tracer is back here, and your Sombra is mirroring their movement here, and as soon as they walk out of this choke, you come from here and jump in, because then you jump them while they're moving. You want to jump them while they're moving, because then they're not ready for you jumping them. Now, if you play with a poke hero, like as I said, Soldier, Hanzo, Widow, one of those heroes, you want to stuff the choke points, because then if they walk past you, they have to force you out, because if they don't, they jump up and you walk into their backline and you have still jump to get the fuck out and peel, even if they get you low. So you will have the advantage if they leave you alone. And if they fight you, if you're here, they walk in and they fight you here, your entire backline will shoot from over here into them, while their backline is still here around the corner and they can't do anything. So whenever you have poke lineups, hold corners. Whenever you have dive lineups, hide somewhere. That's what you want to do as Winston. Now here's one thing. If they play something like a Widow, like on Gibraltar, something like a Widow, you want to set up anywhere close where you can contest the most likely high ground she's gonna play. Like if she's setting up, like let's say this is island, this is blue box, this goes under here, this is car wash. So she's most likely gonna be island, right? So you want to set up behind this blue box. Now if they force you off blue box, you can play the corner down here and jump back up here. So it's just whatever your goal is. If you play against widows, you want to contest widows. If they play something like flankers, you want to contest the flankers or the front line, so they can't jump your backline. Your cam's in the way, unfortunate. All I said was island, blue box. This is car wash. If their widow is going to be up here, you want to play here on blue box, behind the box. If they force you out with tanks, you drop down here and you can jump back up here. That kind of stuff. Just standard stuff. So make sure if you play with flankers, you hide. If you play with pokers, you hold corners. That's the biggest one. Now generally, overall your movement was fine. Don't go through halts though. I hope that helped you, my friend. Let's see who is next. Wait, let me mark this one first. I always mark them when I'm done with them. I hope that helped you, my friend.